Welcome, curious minds, to the summary shelf, where we distill complex ideas into clear, captivating insights. Today, we're pulling a profound and incredibly important book from our shelf. The Body Keeps the Score: Brain, Mind, and Body in the Healing of Trauma, by the groundbreaking psychiatrist and leading trauma expert, Dr. Bessel van der Kolk. You've likely heard of trauma, but Dr. van der Kolk goes far beyond the headlines. He reveals how traumatic experiences don't just affect our minds, they literally re-sculpt our brains and bodies, leaving lasting imprints that impact everything from our emotions and relationships to our physical health. This isn't just theory, it's a synthesis of decades of cutting-edge research and real-life stories. By the end of our deep dive today, you'll gain a profound understanding of how trauma manifests, discover the innovative therapies that are truly making a difference in healing, and ultimately, witness the remarkable resilience of the human spirit to overcome even the most profound adversity. Get ready to understand why our bodies remember, even when our minds try to forget. Scene 1. The Lingering Echoes of the Past. Dr. van der Kolk begins by illustrating how trauma isn't just a memory, it's a deeply embedded experience that continues to shape our present. He introduces the concept of unprocessed trauma, experiences so overwhelming that the brain struggles to integrate them, leaving us in a chronic state of hypervigilance or emotional numbness. We see how these unprocessed experiences manifest in countless ways: sudden flashbacks that feel like reliving the event, intense emotional outbursts triggered by seemingly harmless stimuli, and a persistent, often unconscious, sense of threat, even in safe environments. The core idea? The body, he powerfully argues, remembers what the mind may desperately try to forget, holding on to the physiological and emotional residue of past pain. Scene 2. Rewiring the traumatized brain. Shifting to the neurological impact, Dr. van der Kolk explains how traumatic stress can fundamentally alter brain structures and functions. He focuses on key areas: the amygdala, our brain's fear center, which becomes hypersensitive; the hippocampus, crucial for memory processing, which can shrink or malfunction; and the prefrontal cortex, responsible for rational thought and emotional regulation, which can become underactive. The crucial insight here is that healing isn't just about talking through the trauma, it's about engaging the brain in ways that promote new neural connections and restore balance. The book explores the efficacy of various cutting-edge therapies, including neurofeedback, which helps individuals learn to self-regulate their brain activity, and trauma-informed psychotherapy, which focuses on processing traumatic memories in a safe, controlled environment to desensitize their power. Scene 3. The Body's Silent Wisdom and Path to Healing. A central and revolutionary tenet of Dr. van der Kolk's work is the profound connection between mind and body in the experience and healing of trauma. He highlights how trauma often disrupts the body's natural ability to regulate itself, leading to chronic pain, digestive issues, autoimmune disorders, and a constant feeling of being on edge. The book delves into the transformative power of somatic therapies that directly address these embodied effects. Practices like yoga help individuals reconnect with their physical sensations and develop a sense of safety and control within their own bodies. Eye movement desensitization and reprocessing utilizes bilateral stimulation to help process and integrate distressing memories. Additionally, creative arts therapies, such as therapeutic dance, drama, and art, provide non-verbal avenues for expressing and working through deeply held trauma, allowing the body to finally release what it has held onto. Scene 4. The crucial role of connection and community. Trauma, by its very nature, often leads to profound isolation. It can foster feelings of shame, deep distrust of others, and an impaired capacity for healthy attachment. Dr. van der Kolk powerfully underscores the vital role of safe and supportive relationships in the healing process. He explains how connecting with others in a therapeutic or communal setting can counteract these isolating effects, providing a crucial sense of belonging, validation, and shared experience. Group therapy, for example, offers a powerful space where survivors can break the silence, learn from each other's journeys, and begin to rebuild their capacity for trust and genuine intimacy. These relationships provide a sense of groundedness and co-regulation that is essential for a traumatized nervous system. Scene 5. The Dissociative Self, Splitting to Survive. One of the most insidious effects of trauma explored by Dr. van der Kolk is dissociation. When faced with overwhelming threat, the mind's protective mechanism can cause a person to split off from the traumatic experience, their emotions, or even their own body. This can manifest as feeling detached from reality, numb, or as if observing life from a distance. While dissociation offers temporary psychological protection, it prevents the integration of the traumatic event, leaving parts of the self trapped in the past. Understanding dissociation is crucial for healing, as it often underlies issues like memory gaps, identity confusion, and difficulty feeling fully present in one's own life. Scene 6. The interplay with addiction and self-regulation. Dr. van der Kolk highlights how lack of internal self-regulation, often a direct consequence of trauma, can lead individuals to seek external ways to manage intense emotional pain or numbing. This often manifests in addictive behaviors, whether it's substance abuse, compulsive eating, or risky activities. These behaviors aren't necessarily about seeking pleasure, but about desperately trying to regulate internal states that feel intolerable. The book provides a compassionate look at how these coping mechanisms, while ultimately detrimental, serve a crucial role in managing unbearable feelings. Healing, in this context, involves developing internal resources and healthier strategies for self-soothing and emotional regulation. Scene 7. The quest for safety, internal and external. For individuals impacted by trauma, the world often feels like a dangerous place, even when no immediate threat is present. Dr. van der Kolk emphasizes that establishing safety, both external and internal, is the bedrock of healing. External safety involves creating environments free from harm and unpredictable chaos. Internal safety, however, is equally crucial. It's about learning to feel safe within one's own body and mind, to trust one's own sensations and emotions. This involves practices that foster a sense of grounding, self-awareness, and the ability to distinguish between past threats and present realities. Without a fundamental sense of safety, true healing remains elusive. Scene 8. From victim to survivor, reclaiming agency and purpose. The ultimate journey in healing trauma is the profound shift from feeling like a victim of circumstance to becoming an empowered survivor who can reclaim their agency and define their own life. Dr. van der Kolk shows that this involves not just processing the past, but actively building a meaningful present and future. It's about developing a new narrative where one is not defined by what happened to them, but by their capacity for resilience, growth, and connection. This final stage often involves finding a sense of purpose, contributing to others, and creating a life that reflects one's deepest values, demonstrating the incredible human capacity for post-traumatic growth. Scene 9. Pathways to integration and reclaiming life. Ultimately, the body keeps the score, is a profound message of hope and resilience. Through compelling real-life stories of recovery and a comprehensive synthesis of innovative therapeutic approaches, Dr. van der Kolk demonstrates that deep, lasting healing from trauma is not only possible, but achievable. He empowers readers to understand the intricate ways in which trauma impacts every aspect of being and illuminates diverse pathways towards reclaiming a sense of safety, agency, and authentic connection to oneself and others. The journey of healing can be challenging, but the book assures us that the potential for growth, transformation, and a return to a vibrant, integrated life is immense. It's about moving from merely surviving to truly thriving. Scene 9. Pathways to integration and reclaiming life. Ultimately, the body keeps the score, is a profound message of hope and resilience. Through compelling real-life stories of recovery and a comprehensive synthesis of innovative therapeutic approaches, Dr. van der Kolk demonstrates that deep, lasting healing from trauma is not only possible, but achievable. He empowers readers to understand the intricate ways in which trauma impacts every aspect of being and illuminates diverse pathways towards reclaiming a sense of safety, agency, and authentic connection to oneself and others. The journey of healing can be challenging, but the book assures us that the potential for growth, transformation, and a return to a vibrant, integrated life is immense. It's about moving from merely surviving to truly thriving. And that wraps up our deep dive into Dr. Bessel van der Kolk's transformative work, The Body Keeps the Score. This book isn't just a summary of research, it's a testament to the incredible resilience of the human spirit and a guide to understanding the profound journey of healing. It empowers us to recognize that our bodies hold wisdom, and that with the right understanding and tools, we can move beyond the grip of past trauma. If you found this summary insightful, please give us a like, subscribe to the Summary Shelf for more essential reads, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. We'd love to hear your thoughts. What was the most impactful takeaway for you from The Body Keeps the Score, or from your own understanding of trauma? Share your reflections in the comments below. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and remember the power of understanding.